Ukinami Yuzuha. Yuzuha's schoolwork shouldn't be too much right now, so why not catch a movie with her and enjoy some rare downtime? Is this... yeah, that's the raccoon girl. Let's do it.
I've watched Don't Touch on videotape before, but I've never had the chance to see it on the big screen.
That totally feels like your kind of movie. I guess. I know nothing actually about you.
Right? Even though every genre has its own charm, the ones that keep you guessing are still the most fun. It may be a fantasy film, but there's a lot you can really dig into, and that ending... no spoilers. Phew, I almost got too excited and spoiled your viewing experience. Looks like the next showing starts soon. Want to grab tickets and head in?
Alright. Don't touch. The sudden visit of beings from off-planet does not bring the conflict that was expected. These alien beings are slow to act and intellectually inferior. Dr. Samir, who is in charge of the investigation, discovers that they have a very special ability, touch. After touching anything, they are able to imitate and change into it. The investigation team, led by Dr. Samir, begins a new research program to try and transform the aliens into human-controllable tools and even resources. What the team doesn't know is that the first target the aliens came into contact with on Earth was Dr. Samir himself. Gravity. Yuzuha looks pretty excited. Even though she's seen this movie before, she's still looking forward to it. Since Yuzuha has seen this movie before, maybe we can talk about why she chose to watch it again. But Yuzuha seems to really care about others' viewing experience, so let's avoid asking any questions that might spoil the story. You seem to really dig this movie.
Is it that obvious? Well, why else would I be here for a second watch? Even though it's a fantasy film, it's got a really cool ghost story vibe to it. That's why I love it. Just embrace the suspense. Don't worry too much about figuring out the truth behind the story.
As the movie begins, the camera slowly pans down to reveal a transparent tentacle. The moment the tentacle touches a doll sitting on the table, it starts writhing and contracting, gradually morphing into the doll's form. Dr. Samir leads an investigation team to study these alien creatures that can morph into other objects. As the doctor examines the alien's tissue samples through the microscope, you suddenly feel Yuzuha giving you a sneaky poke.
Poke, poke. Poke, poke.
These aliens seem pretty interesting, huh?
They're actually kind of creepy.
Oh, you're such a scaredy cat. But you've got a point. If that creature turned into your chopsticks, you'd basically be eating off of it.
That's its fetish.
If it became your food, you'd just go nom and take a bite of it.
The freakier ones, that's their fetish.
Cut it out!
Scared you again.
I like her.
Wait, are these my memories? If so, how can I see myself in third person? That stirring stick that just popped out of my hand, it was like it had a life of its own. If this is a dream, it feels way too real. What are these aliens?
A jumble of bizarre images comes together, creating a dizzying collage. Dr. Samir's face keeps morphing under the fisheye lens, occasionally transforming into other people's faces. And around him, objects are dancing, spinning, and swaying where they stand, like a symphony of inanimate objects. Turns out Dr. Samir, who is leading the investigation team, isn't human at all, but the very same alien life form he was studying. But did the aliens replace the Doctor, or did the Doctor never exist to begin with? Nobody knows. Looking over, you see Yuzuha's expression gleaming with excitement, her eyes twinkling. She's completely mesmerized, as if she's been drawn into the scene. I'm gonna wait for her to come to her senses. The screen fades out. The eerie images return to normal, and Yuzuha lets out a soft sigh, her tense body finally relaxing again.
That was quite the scene just now. But...
Wanting to check Yuzuha's expression, you turn your head, and your cheek bumps right into her finger. Blah. In the dim light of the cinema, the young lady glances your way with a smile.
I just touched you. If I were some kind of alien, then you should be worried about being completely replaced by me.
Touch me harder. Actually, I'm the alien.
Huh? Uh-oh, you've completely turned the tables on me. When you morph into me, just remember to feed Kama on time. And don't let him have too many snacks.
You finish watching Don't Touch with Yuzuha. That was a really special movie. Reminds me of The Thing.
Looks like you're really into it too. I thought maybe you'd be like everyone else, whining about how wishy-washy the movie's ending was. You know what makes thrillers so captivating? It's all about the feeling of suspense. If you look at it that way, suspense films and ghost stories boil down to the same thing. Once an urban legend gets cracked, it loses its charm. Just like how a movie's not as fun to rewatch once you know the big plot twist. But movies that leave you hanging keep drawing people back to theaters, searching for answers. Stories like that are better than something you can figure out after seeing it once, right?
Gravity Soulmates!
I'm so happy you could watch my favorite movie with me today. Letting you join me in uncovering the truth behind Don't Touch and seeking out the traces of fantasy left on these images. It somehow feels like I've pulled you a little further into my world.
The truth we're seeking might just be a phantom of Don't Touch. There are so many things in this world that we better don't touch. Even so, we still choose what to touch. Choosing to give up on all the new possibilities that come from reaching out to each other just because you're afraid feels like such a waste to me. Sorry. I just love this film so much that once I start talking about it, I can't stop. I like listening to you talk about it. Buttering me up won't get you any rewards, you know. I had a great time watching a movie with you. If we get the chance next time, let's come out together again. You know what? I think we're done. We don't need to do any more movies. I think, you know, it's been fun, but I think I'm just going to let the rest of this particular limited time event die and never, ever, ever revisit it. Ever. Yeah, I don't feel the need to do this. It's fine. You know what? I am, of course, joking, but I just had a fun idea. Can I make Chloe's day in the repeat? I don't know if this will work. I'm curious. Nope, it forces me to switch back. Oh well. Sorry, Belle, your brother's stepping in on your turf. That film, Nihility. I wonder if it might interest you. Is this the kind of movie you like? I wouldn't call it a preference per se, just something I once heard in passing. The tragedy lies not in the destruction of the body, but in how thoroughly our supposed meaning is devoured by nothingness. That line really stuck with me. It seemed like the perfect chance to watch it together with you. I'm sure watching it with you will lead to some truly profound insights. It's a good chance to practice my Lycon voice anyway. Let's see. Nihility. A fictional disaster movie based on images from the old civilization period. A scientist uncovers the possibility of a coming hollow disaster. Giving no heed to everyone's warnings, she tries to stave off the disaster herself. She ultimately proves too weak to stop the disaster. Perfect. Lycon seems really into it. I heard the plot of Nihility is really depressing. What would someone as rational as Lycon make of this? Should I test the waters and see what he thinks first? Let's talk about the movie's background.
Disaster movies often dig into how fragile order is and put human nature to the test. Definitely something worth paying attention to. In a speculative work that depicts the twilight of a civilization, a tragic ending is all but inevitable. But being able to rationally dissect the root causes of the tragedy with you is, in itself, a valuable thought exercise.
The film opens with calm shots depicting a bustling yet rigid urban landscape. Beneath the orderly facade, an indescribable sense of oppression permeates. At an academic conference, the protagonist clearly presented her theory to a room full of elites, only to be met with contemptuous laughter. The camera slowly fixes on her isolated figure. Her wild fantasy quickly cost her all credibility. She returns to her empty home, greeted only by the mechanical assistant her late mother left behind. Weary, the protagonist rests her head on the mechanical girl's cold shoulder, the faint whirring of machinery humming softly from the speakers.
One with insights ahead of their era often meets not understanding first, but solitude.
Thankfully, she has someone by her side.
Indeed. It matters not whether one be flesh or forged steel. Once you've chosen someone, you follow them without reservation. Such loyalty itself may be enough to challenge the nihility.
His voice is low, carrying a note of complexity. As if he is also examining, through the movie, the same principles he holds dear.
Stop terrorizing us with poetic metaphors. Science needs data, not wild imagination.
I am pompous
It's
and
not a
stubborn.
probability, but a countdown that's already begun. We can't just turn a blind eye because it's beyond our understanding. When disaster strikes, let's hope those data models you're so proud of ring the alarm before my delusions do.
The movie reaches its climax as disaster fully erupts. The city is swallowed by nihility, and civilized order ceases to exist. The protagonist and the mechanical girl activate the final device in the underground lab, trying to turn the tide. A massive wave of energy comes rushing in, and the mechanical girl resolutely channels the overloaded energy into herself. In the final moment, she looks at protagonist, her mechanical arm beginning to disintegrate in the blinding light. And for the first time, her optical sensors simulate an expression of tenderness on her mechanical body. Lycon seems to be moved by that, too. You can clearly see his jawline tensing up, as if he's holding something back. Say something to break the silence.
Apologies for letting you witness me in such an uncomposed state.
This part moved me as well.
Sacrifice. Seems like this is what she chose in the end. Her ultimate interpretation of loyalty.
The mechanical girl dissipates completely. At the same time, the protagonist is pushed from the basement and collapses at the edge of a world, succumbing to annihilation. In the sky, the faint ray of hope they created together is swallowed by the endless void. Lycon's tense shoulders gradually relax. His tail sweeps lightly across the chair in the shadows. He let out a low, barely perceptible breath.
Such an ending. Even though I foresaw it rationally, emotionally it remains difficult to digest immediately. That said, this story still affirmed my belief that once you find something worth fighting for, it is worth protecting at any cost. Even if the ending leads to nihility, the journey to fight against emptiness holds the greatest meaning. Much like watching this film with you today, even knowing in advance it would be a tragedy. Being able to witness, contemplate, and resonate with you, this process itself has illuminated this moment. To face this known weight together with you and draw strength from it to move forward. Perhaps that is our smallest, most steadfast way to resist any form of nihility in the real world.
Pretty sure you heard Chloe screaming from miles away. You finish watching Nihility with Lycon. The world isn't saved in the end. The final pure white on the screen seems to drain all sound and color from the theater, leaving only heavy silence. What's on Lycon's mind? The end of a civilization, or that hopeless loyalty? He looks more solemn than usual. Maybe I should say something. I'm gonna say it. The ending seems a bit too hopeless.
True.
Oh no, that was bad!
An individual's brilliance could not stop the collective's downfall. That is the core of this tragedy. But holding one's ground in a battle one is destined to lose. That is precisely what defines our love and dignity as human beings.
We're only popcorn partners.
Please do not worry. No matter how dark the story on screen may be, our reality is full of hope. After all, the very meaning of our encounter is to stand against this nihility.
It gave us the Hope
In
Punk
collective
answer.
chaos, the light of reason shines as faintly as a firefly. But those who remain steadfast in their duty and loyalty until the very end, their stance itself was the strongest response to nihility. Thank you for sharing this profound moment with me.
One person standing firm in total chaos, that alone rejects the void. A work born from despair that still lights the way to hope. A work that portrays ultimate nothingness, yet somehow makes you want to cling even more tightly to what's real once you step away from the screen. Like a cup of tea at just the right temperature, and a companion worthy of your loyalty. Being able to share this time with you is a blessing in itself. The pleasure's all mine. It's an honor to hear you say that. If you ever come across another thought-provoking work like this and need a companion, I'd be more than happy to join you. Things were a bit rushed this time. I didn't have time to prepare properly, Next time, I'll bring homemade cookies and tea. I don't know how I will sneak them into the theater, as that is very much against the rules. Perfect to enjoy together in a sunlit spot after a film that really lingers to soothe and settle the mind. Even though nihility paints the bleakest picture, but being able to witness it with you and think together about how to resist this nihility, that alone is enough to drive away much of the chill. That was cute. Chloe, I'm sorry. I botched it. Who's next? Young Chasin doesn't seem as swamped today. If I asked Sweetie to catch a movie, she probably wouldn't turn me down, right? Oh, she's the shopkeeper. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, little master, is that you? Running into an old friend far from home is an even nicer surprise than I expected. By the way, I need to kick your ass for taking that photo and putting a sticker over my boobs. The clerks at Simmer just gave me a few movie tickets. They said there's a good film showing and urged me to come take a look. Sweetie, did you just come from Hot Pot? Oh, you've got it wrong. My shop does business with Simmer, and since it's Gilded Carrot Day, the boss sent me here to help keep the relationship up. It's all about give and take. See, I traded a few of our signature pastries for some movie tickets. Oh, right. I've got quite a few tickets. I was just wondering who to watch with. If you don't mind, would you do me the honor? Let's watch it together. That's all I needed to hear. Since you run a video store, little master, you must know your films. If you're up for it, I'll leave the picks entirely to you. What kind of movies do you feel like watching, sweetie? I'm happy to go with whatever you pick, but since it's a holiday, I'm in the mood for something fun, upbeat, and festive. Got any recommendations? Then let's go with Small Body, Big Crisis. All right. I trust a long-time regular like you. You've got good taste. One day, Bob woke up as an old bang-boo in a scrapyard. In order to return to his own body, he embarked on a tumultuous journey. Sweetie glances around the interior with curious eyes, looking pretty pleased with what she sees.
This cinema's decor is both practical and elegant. It's no less impressive than the banquet hall at Yum Tassin.
Okay.
And the snacks those people are munching on? It's gotta be popcorn, right? I've heard customers mention it, but this is my first time seeing it for myself. It smells delightful. I bet it tastes great, too.
Sweetie doesn't seem to visit the cinema much, but she looks pretty interested in the popcorn. Want to grab some popcorn?
I wouldn't say I'm dying to try it, but it is pretty intriguing. After all, this type of snack is hard to come by where I'm from. Compared to the delicate and refreshing snacks of Phylum Heights, folks here in Janus Quarters seem to prefer their treats with a much richer flavor profile. Speaking of which, to improve on Yum Tassin's selection, my boss actually sent me out to sample flavors from other locations. But every place has its own vibe. I can't fully understand New Eridu's food culture in just a few days. Like this popcorn, for example. I never got a chance to try it.
Want to try it? It's on me.
Oh my. Thanks for the offer. But if I go out to get snacks right now, I'd probably miss the best parts of the movie. Maybe next time.
Bob turns into a bang-boo, while the bang-boo becomes human. An unexpected body swap flips their lives upside down. Oh no! At first, the swap causes endless chaos at both ends. The audience can't help but crack up. Amidst all the laughter, Sweetie seems a little out of place as she quietly contemplates.
everyone laughing and gasping together. It kind of reminds me of going to the open-air cinema back when I was a kid.
Open-air cinema?
I wonder if you've ever experienced something like that. It was super popular back in the day.
So a drive-in? Drive-ins are dope.
Back then, there weren't many theaters around, so everyone would gather in the plaza to catch a flick. Movie theaters are pretty quiet, right? But outdoor screenings are a totally different vibe. They're always super lively. Snacking on sunflower seeds, chatting away, laughing together. It's chaotic for sure, but it evokes a warm, fuzzy feeling. But when the plot gets emotional, everyone quiets down all at once. Back then, I'd always quietly wipe away my tears in the dark. I was so afraid that someone would notice and make fun of me.
So you've got that side to you too, huh?
Look at me running my mouth. You've got me spilling my childhood anecdotes just like that. It didn't destroy my image as the model Yumcha scene employee in your eyes, did it?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Daydreaming again, little Bang-Boo. Come here, my squishy little cupcake. Oh, you're so soft. You were born to be petted and rubbed.
Oh no! Oh no!
Why can't anyone in this world understand a Bang-Boo's words? Bob finally tracks down the Bang-Boo possessing his body. Turns out it lost his job and ended up slinging plates at a diner. Being terrible at communication, it always ends up stirring trouble. Yet it somehow always manages to unexpectedly pull off a flawless fix every single time. Bob keeps pretending to be a customer just to mess with it, but as a Bang-Boo, he's the one who gets the short end of the stick. He keeps raging, and there's nothing he can do about it. Glancing over, Sweetie is laughing so hard that tears are coming out from the corners of her eyes. Maybe Sweetie would rather talk about the movie than chat about work. Body swapping looks really interesting.
There are plenty of movies about people swapping bodies, but I can't say I've seen too many where people swap with a Bang-Boo. But this idea is pretty clever. It dodges the cliched setups while keeping the story tight and well-paced. If I swapped bodies with my picky little Bang-Boo, everyone would be in for a rough time. That little guy's got a nasty temper. If we made him work at Yumcha Scene, it would have customers fuming left and right. Speaking of, I just remembered that the Bang-Boo you sent to run the stall was really well behaved. It goes by 20, right? If only it could swap bodies with that little troublemaker of mine. I've never even seen it sit still for a second.
You finish watching Small Body Big Crisis with Sweetie. In the end, Bob and the Bang-Boo return to their regular daily lives. But this daily life is different from before. They've reclaimed something precious in their hearts, a passion gained from living another life. Thus, this opens up a brand new chapter in their stories. The end credits start to roll and the audience begins filtering out of the cinema. Sweetie stays in her seat, a faint smile still lingering on her face. Sweetie's still glued to her seat. Guess she really enjoyed the movie. Maybe I should ask for her opinion? What do you think of the movie?
If you're looking for some deep insight or super detailed analysis, you're probably gonna be disappointed. My take? It's loud, it's lively, it's got heart. It left me with a sense of happiness inside.
What a vivid description.
You think so too? I thought you'd find my take too simple. To me, movies are like dim sum. More than some logical analysis, it's the taste that hits your tongue that matters the most. This movie is like a plate of crispy, sweet almond cookies. You can scarf down piece after piece without feeling an ounce of guilt.
Gravity Soulmates.
It wasn't a big-budget blockbuster, nor was it a martial arts piece that is all the rage in Wi-Fi Peninsula. It won't stick with you forever, but it provided a carefree and enjoyable time while it lasted. Thanks for the recommendation. This little snack really hits the spot.
When you've had your fill of the main course, don't forget to treat yourself to some dessert every now and then. Since we've already shared this movie together, little master, I hope you'll come by again. We'll do our best to give you a warm welcome every time. Guess there's no such thing as a free lunch. Oh, come on. I really did want to catch a movie with you, little master, and I really do want you to come by Yumchasin more often, too. After all, I really treasure the bond we share. Give and take is what keeps a friendship going strong, don't you think? Oh, we're to the last one! Nangong Yu. Now that the Angels of Delusion training wrapped up, why not invite the 3 little idols out for a fun, lighthearted movie? I'm inviting all of them? Ooh, that's fun. Alright, let's do it. Oh no, I have to come up with 3 voices cold.
Manager, over here. We've already got the tickets and it's Dreamland Journey. Suna and Arya spent ages searching it or not and thought it would be perfect for us to watch together. We went through a ton of movies, narrowed them down to a short list, and then had a fierce 3-way vote before finally settling on this one. Nangong thought the movie's runtime was perfect and it wouldn't cut into her gaming time back home. Sunma thought a fairy tale movie was the safest pick. Even if it didn't blow everyone away, at least nobody would hate it. As for Arya, she hadn't seen any of them, so she was interested in all of them and just went along with the vote. What do you think, manager? If you want to choose a different movie, we can always hold another vote.
I'm voting for it too.
Then it's a full vote. The Angels of Delusion are headed to Dreamland with the manager. Oh, right, manager, close your eyes and pick a movie ticket. We couldn't get 4 seats together, but you can draw one first.
Wait, does this mean that I'm not actually going to be watching it with all 3 of them? That's funny. Casually pull out a ticket from the row of movie tickets Nangong Yu is holding. Nangong Yu keeps one for herself and gives the remaining ones to Suna and Arya.
Movie partner lottery results are in. Manager and I sit together, while Suna and Arya sit together. Let's go! Let's go!
And we're doing Dreamland Journey. In this enchanting fantasy film called Dreamland Journey, Lillian, a young girl troubled by reality, falls down a mysterious rabbit hole and gets transported to Wonderland, where the deadline is approaching, but the story is yet to be written. Not wanting to disappoint the children waiting for her story, Lillian must write a fantastic tale. For that reason, she embarks on an adventure with her companions, the hot-tempered red rabbit, Baron, the gentle white cat, Meowie, and the yellow doll, Loudy. Beside you, Nangong Yu adjusts her posture, settling into the most relaxed position to enjoy the movie. Nangong Yu tugs in your sleeve.
Before deciding to see the movie, we read a lot of reviews, and they all said it was good. Right. Do you want me to send you those reviews, manager?
That's a spoiler, isn't it?
You got me. Okay, I'll black out all the keywords before sending it to you.
Well, this just reads as filthy now. Then it probably isn't worth reading.
Well, even if I secretly write bad things about you in the blacked out parts, you'll never know. it again. Even if I snuck in things like, I like you, manager. You wouldn't find out either.
Sometimes it's impossible to follow Nangong Yu's train of thought. But she's definitely interested in this movie. Should we keep talking about it? Talk about the movie.
Before deciding to watch this movie, I had to dream about it last night. In my dream, this movie's producer actually came to us to sing the theme song. I and Suno were so happy and both screamed with joy. And then I woke up. Even though the dream felt pretty average, I guess it's still a good sign.
The movie begins. Lillian accidentally enters a mysterious wonderland and embarks on a journey through the fairy tale world. The Red Rabbit Baron hops to her side, bowing politely, drawing a smile from the audience. This art is gorgeous. But Nangong Yu's smile doesn't look quite so innocent. You want to yank the rabbit's tail?
You got me. Can't blame anyone for wanting to pinch something that looks that squishy.
In a fairy tale wonderland, an adventure awaits. Yeah, right. Even kids wouldn't fall for that kind of stuff anymore. That was me, just another boring adult, unable to believe fairy tales and all that happily ever after stuff. Until I came here. Fairy tales are real. Dreamland adventures do exist. And that's the kind of story I'm going to write. Stories that bring children hope and happiness.
In this cinematic wonderland, even the colors come alive and flow. Countless paper butterflies fly toward Lillian, catching her shoulders and carrying her into the sky. The freedom and beauty of this scene draw soft gasps of admiration from the audience. Nangong Yu is so focused that she's completely forgotten about the chocolate in her hand. Looks like it's about to melt. Take the chocolate.
Thanks. I was so engrossed in the movie, I forgot I was still holding the snack Suna gave me. Hold on. Now that you mention it... just as expected, Suna and Arya haven't eaten their chocolates either. But how should I put this? Somehow this gives off a Angels of Delusion are all idiots vibe.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but...
Manager, you've got to keep this a secret. Forever. Okay?
You finish watching Dreamland Journey with the Angels of Delusion. Even fairy tales hold profound truths.
Too bad I've never really been interested in profound truths, no matter how they're presented. All I want is for Lillian to have a happy ending in this wonderland. That's enough for me. Plus, Suna and Arya seem to be having a great time too. Isn't that what fairy tales are all about? Making people believe the world can be a better place? You're smiling too. That means you agree with my point, right?
Gravity Soulmates!
The one-sided collab between the cinema and Angels of Delusion perfectly concluded.
Pretty solid way to kill time. At least it put me in a good mood after.
Thanks for sticking with us throughout the whole movie, Manager.
Are you heading back to training?
That was the plan, but inspiration just hit. I really want to head back and get this song down now. I knew it. No worries, no worries. Nangong and I can head off to dance practice first. Yeah, next time you visit us, manager, you might get to hear a brand new fantasy-style song. Suna, you're not gonna bail on us, are you? Don't worry, I won't let you down this time.
Alright, I have officially watched all of the things. Got all the movie notes. And what's the companion guide? Corresponding companion style stats. Generate a report based on your highest stat and earn the corresponding title. I am the Mood Maker. Okay. Warm and witty, a natural vibe setter who keeps the energy flowing with on-point interactions, turning every exchange into something fun and memorable. An irreplaceable spark plug for the crew. I am a mood maker. All right, I'll take it. Wait, what is the thing I just got? All right. Partners. Oh. Okay. That's so long ago that I did all that. Feels like forever. All right. Oh, that was a great deal. It was awesome. Oh, hello. They're still here.
Isn't this an Angels of Delusion special guest? Did you come all this way just to try that lucky seat again? Nangong, say hello properly. Manager, great to see you again.
Back for another round of Dreamland Journey?
Not today. We're here for a nostalgia tour.
We heard that some films go off-screen after the Gilded Carrot Day, so we wanted to soak in the atmosphere here a little longer.
Mm-hmm. After all, this is where a bunny went bang and fished little Suna's inspiration right out. That's right. We even bought the last limited edition bunny-shaped popcorn as a souvenir. Our little composer may be strict with the budget day to day, but on occasions like this, she really knows how to make it feel special. Nangong, not everybody got your crazy good luck, always running into Denny's falling from the sky. It's important to save what you can and spend wisely.
How's Suna's new song coming along?
See, Suna, even our manager is checking in for updates. Did any paper butterflies ever fly out of those crumpled drafts you threw away? Not yet. I just can't seem to get the part where the rabbit hole collapses at the end right. But the melody Suna wrote is gorgeous, especially the chorus. I've actually been secretly practicing humming it. It's just the choreography that I'm still short on ideas for. The truth is, thanks to the manager in that movie, the original melody was created a while back. As for the title, the composer is still putting it through a ruthless review, so she refuses to call it finished. This nostalgia tour is also our chance to help Suna brainstorm a little and give last time's Angel of Delusion X Cinema one-sided collab project a proper, satisfying wrap-up. Seeing Dreamland Journey was one of our favorite memories from these past few weeks. It's also a very fond memory for me. Thanks for going along with our antics, manager. Watching a movie together is way more fun than sitting in front of a screen alone. Yeah, that feeling of everyone laughing together and getting swept up in the story, so absorbed you forget to eat your chocolate even as it melts, is one of a kind. Manager, please erase that chocolate melting embarrassment from your memory forever. Still, seeing you two get so into it was totally worth the ticket price. Plus, getting to sit with the manager was like hitting the jackpot that day.
Let's watch a movie together again next time.
The Angels of Delusion VIP seats will always be reserved for you, manager. As long as a certain CFO signs off on the budget, I'm in any time. Anyway, once I've polished up the arrangement and settled on a title, you'll be the first one to hear it, manager. Next time we'll remember to finish the chocolate first, then focus on the movie. Alright. Let's get this nostalgia tour going again so we can make the best song one that truly lives up to that memory. Manager, don't forget your promise, okay? Once the new song is finished, let's go watch a movie together again. You watch the three of them wave and walk away side by side. Suna's grumbling is still faintly audible, along with Nangong Yu and Arya's amused replies. Sunlight falls on them, warm and comforting. Oh, I forgot I'd switched to Belle in the hopes that that would work for hanging out with Lycon. It did not. Okay, well, we've done a lot. I think it is time to officially wrap up for the night, but before we do, I'm going to do one more round of signal searches. And this time, I think I'm going to go for Arya. See what we get. Two A ranks. Okay, respectable. Wenjin.
I, Anton, proudly hold the title of second best driller in the company.
Why does that sound wrong? I'm the second best at drilling. First best has been bigger. Don't ask me why.
Wenjin.
Anton, head of Bellabog Industries construction team, at your service.
And two Antons. All right, I think I'm gonna do another Bang Boo one next because these seem pretty fun. One A rank. All right. Everything else is gonna be a Wenjin. Ah, this guy again. Hopefully getting more than one means I can do upgrading like I can with the others. And to finish it off, finally, one stable roll. One A. We'll see what that does. Wenjin.
You're recruiting?
Ooh, I got Pulchra.
Only work with the best.
You're welcome, furries. And Wenjin. I have had some very good rolls. All right.
Looking for intel? Or hiring me for a job?
Might as well get her leveled up. Master, let me introduce combat readiness. Here you can view the overall combat readiness assessment of the agent. Here you can view the detailed upgrade status of the agent's readiness. The Combat Readiness Assessment provides an overview of the agent's overall upgrade status. I mean, okay, I was going to do all this stuff anyway. I've been keeping up with the dailies, so I have a lot of stuff. Wait. Oh! I can do a conversion gain? What is that? Okay, let's try it out. I got somebody up to 30. That's amazing. All right, let's see. Do I have anything good for her? I do. All right. I don't think I have anything I can put in here. Oh, I do. I could also enhance this. There we go.
My loyalty lies with the winner.
Ready?
Okay.
Need some? Is that my key? Nothing?
I got some other stuff, too.
It's
I can upgrade Anton's Cinema. That should be all I can do with him.
Come on, let's get to
Chat's recommending I level up Arya, too.
Wait. Let me grab my field mic before we
Well, I don't have Arya. I think you mean Suna.
Nothing to fear. Ready for
Looking for
All right.
standing by.
So those three are promoted.
Is it work
I'll go
time?
ahead and do my
Is
backup
food
team, too.
included?
All right. So, we are, in fact, wrapping stuff up. I unlocked so many things. Thank you very much for joining. As a reminder, in addition to posting these on YouTube, we are also currently posting another replay for a game I played back in 2022 called Paradise Killer. Highly recommend you check that out. It is an incredible game. Had a lot of fun with it. And very excited to be getting it out there. You can find my work at BWHComics.com. I'm also at BWHComics on Patreon, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and Blue Sky. You can also find my webcomic Cosplay and a webcomic about cosplay and convention craziness over at cosplayandcomic.com. So, that's going to wrap things up for tonight. Thank you very much for joining, and until next time, rock on, guys, and never stop drawing.